YAJ. Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.
Today's YouTube Tuesday. Yes, it is. We have another slow month ahead of us.
Oh boy.
All I gotta say is I'm up to 4 days a week. I'm good. It is what it is. Look, I love my kids, my grandkids, and what I'm trying to tell you is what pisses me off is that no matter how much information I give, I'm tired of all the people who don't know you. Just, let me give you some information and tell you what. Look, man, what I've been telling you all along for 2 years, this is going to happen. You don't want to rather listen to Susie Orman or Puff Daddy or whoever your stars are. But yet, here's the guy who's in the middle of the trenches, who's in there with you. You won't listen to anything I have to say. And Facebook keep cock blocking me. So I'm trying to figure this all out.
Really?
Because what I'm trying to understand is, like Susie Orman, of course, she gets news coverage telling people, next time after this, why don't you save up for 8 months ahead? Look, man, from the broke man's perspective, and everything I've been trying to tell you is this. These people who wants to give you so much advice, you ever notice in the background they're staying in homes, probably plenty of food, probably somebody who works for them, who waits on them hand and foot. You ever notice that? Do you see anybody talking from like?
Never know.
I don't see anybody. Why is that screen jumping like that? But what I'm trying to tell you is this. What's that? What I'm trying to tell you is this. What I'm not understanding is the thing that upsets me the most is that the people who live in the trenches, it's like being in the service, a Marine, Army, Navy, or whatever. It's like you have your band of brothers. You are all in the middle of a dogfight. You got bullets flying overhead, and all you can rely on is each other. Then here comes some no-nonsense captain, colonel, somebody who's got a high rank who comes after the gunfight. Don't say nothing, but just throws his weight around. He's looking at all the wounded and said, well, maybe you should have done something better. What I'm trying to tell you is this. I'm in the trenches with you. I'm poor, I'm broke, and believe me, poor and broke are totally two different things. And, the information I get, I just don't get. I give it to you as it comes to me. Because guess what? Every day, I get sent up to these places that is highly infected with COVID-19. So, it's not fair to me that you want to listen to some star who's been at home since day one, probably has never gotten outside, probably just goes out in her yard and swims in its pool or do whatever. But yeah, you and me, and I'm right here.
Well, something needs to be told is that going to the hospital, unless you're getting the real bad coughing and having problems breathing and stuff like that, and the real bad fever, you shouldn't be going to the ER unless you necessarily have to. And I know it's hard because there are certain things that do happen. Kids break bones, you get cut, stuff like that. But you want to try to stay out of the hospitals as much as possible.
You can't keep these people to stay at home. We're only 4 months into the new year. And I cannot believe that some of you. I don't know who you are, old, young, white, black. I don't know who you are. But you are really making this difficult for everybody else. Because personally, if it was up to me and I saw you shaking your stank tail outside and you ain't supposed to be out there and you caught this COVID-19 and I was a doctor, I would let your ass rot. Because again, you're not understanding. This is why they say 6 feet apart. This is why they say all these words, because idiots like you who don't understand, who keep thinking it's a joke, you infect everybody else. Pick up these movies and watch them, please. 28 days. What was that? All you had to do was get a scratch, touch something that was infected, and you became infected. Come on, man.
Switch it over.
Come on. Moving forward.
Is it showing it? Do any of y'all see us talking on Facebook? I mean, I know you're on YouTube, but we only have one person. Darnell, can you see us in us?
Well, I'm going to go ahead with the show because YouTube's still running.
No, keep going. I mean, keep going. I just want to make sure.
Moving forward, this virus truly reminds me of 9/11 because everybody was up in arms about how the Taliban blew up the World Trade Center and the Pentagon and the people who died on the airplane in Pennsylvania. Everybody wanted to kill the Taliban. Then we were banding together. We were doing all this I'm American stuff. Well, here is a real threat right here. And believe me when I tell you, you got the news media telling you one thing, and then you got the news media telling you another. It's telling you to stay in the house, but it's also saying, well, guess what? If you want to order something, here's a takeout.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Darnell.
They can hear?
Yes.
Okay. Look, just look at everything that's going on. Oh, gas is real low because guess what? You can't go. Oh, come on. I mean, I quickly paid attention to the unemployment rate. They said a record number in one day that crashed a website 2 weeks ago. Oh, they're just trying to downplay it that only 100,000 people lost their jobs. There's more than 100,000 people who don't have any jobs. Hello, if you crash a website in one day, that's not because Britney Spears decided to show her nipples.
What's that? What's that got to do with it?
It's not the point. I'm just saying.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was looking for Janet Jackson to show hers, and everybody was like, oh, I can't believe she did that. Well, she did, and it was a lovely sight. Anyway, I'm getting on with my story. So, and another thing we could be grateful for, guess what? We had no school shootings so far.
Hey, way to go.
And the only reason why I'm laughing about that is because the kids got let out because of COVID-19. I guess that's the school shooter right there.
Yeah, but they need to open these schools up and they need to air them out. It's not just because of the.
They're supposed to be clean.
Well, they're trying to make sure it's cleaned out before they get in there and do anything. But my thing is that, when you're at home and people get sick, get flu and that, you open the windows up, kind of air it out, flush it on out the windows, and then clear it out and everything. You need to do the school. Ain't nobody going in there, and you can stand at the doors and stuff, but you need to open all the doors, the classrooms, the cafeterias, the office, the main lobby, all that, and air it out, spray it down.
Because I know there was a lot of kids that didn't wash their hands after they went to the bathroom. Believe me, every generation guy's got some kid that likes to clog the toilet and claim they're going to the bathroom.
I said, you a fool. True that.
I'm just saying. I mean, come on. I keep telling y'all think I'm joking. Oh, yeah. By the way, did y'all even hear anything about the NRA? Because I'm pretty sure that the gun sales skyrocketed more than normal. But you're not going to hear that on news. Think about the things you're not going to hear on news. You heard anything about police shootings?
Well, there's a lot of things you haven't heard because there's nobody supposed to be out on the streets. So you can't do it so much. Not out on the
No,
street.
say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. They ain't supposed to be on the street.
How many of y'all seen the traffic jam out there?
Oh, I love it.
I mean, okay, 95, I can guarantee, even 95, 288, 864, and 295, they all have had accidents early in the morning, I guess because everybody's trying to go to work. But you know what? Not a whole bunch of people are going to work, so how can you have accidents? It's not that bad.
That's right.
It could be a lot worse than what it was before all this happened. Because 95, there ain't a day it went by that, how many? 6, 7, 8 accidents on there in one day? I mean, yeah, more than that. Whatever I can hear on the radio.
More than that.
It's like, come on, people.
Mm.
It's quiet, it's silent, and people are starting to realize staying at home and having to do things that we used to do as we grew up, sitting on the front porch, going outside and playing cowboys and Indians. And I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying.
Cowboys. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. We ain't got time for this. Anyway, everybody has a good one. We'll see you on YouTube Saturday.
Yeah, by the way, if for some strange reason, Saturday I go back to work. So I might be tired because I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday. So I'll let you know.
Well, if not, you put it together and I'll do the show.
Well, you put it together. All you gotta do.
Let's go. We'll talk about that
Are
after
you
that.
play the theme song or what?
No, we were still. Well, Darnell, Jeffrey, and Susie,
Hey, Susie.
thank y'all for watching. And I guess we'll see you Saturday.
Saturday.
YAJ effect.
YAJ.
YAJ effect.
COVID-19.
YAJ.
Hey, Wanda. You have a good day, hon. Robert. Hey, Wanda. How you doing?
Ooh. Look at that.
I'm not really a fool. I just bring the news. One day I'll get this ramen straight, and then everybody gonna say, "Give me a Grammy."
Oh, you can get Grammy.
Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.